What is up, guys? It's your boy Nave Evans. Welcome to the Red Room. And on today's video, let's discuss my Airsoft Loadout. This video is dedicated to those people who are thinking of getting into the sport. So, let's get to it. Okay guys, so first and foremost, this is the most important part of our loadout, which is the eye probe or eye protection. But as you can see, what I have here is called a full face mask, meaning it has your eye protection, your lower face protection, and one good thing about this mask is it has ear protection. It also has this visor, so it adds extra protection for your forehead, and it has this visor for blocking the sunlight from getting into your eye. So this is what the mask looks like. So this mask consists of three main parts: the visor, the goggles, and the lower face protection. So you can use this mask to your heart's content, giving you options of how you would like to wear it, which I will show you now. Without the lower face, which is more comfortable, but in the expense of losing your ear protection. Only the goggles, so you lost both the face protection, the lower face, and the ear protection, as well as your forehead protection. But if you so choose to, you could always wear a cap. Okay. And lastly, you can wear this mask without the visor. Moving on, let us now talk about neck protection. So I have here a pretty basic scarf, also known as a shemagh. How I like to use it is I fold it into a triangle, fold it a couple times, and then just wrap it around my neck. And then what I like to do is I tuck the two ends under the scarf and then tuck it under my vest. So you want to fold it a couple times to make it quite thick, to add extra protection from getting hit. Let us now talk about our load bearing kit. What we have here is a vest. So this vest is only capable of carrying my kit up front because it is open at the back, which makes this vest lighter and more breathable compared to the vests that covers your front and back. Those types of vests can also take SAPI plates, or most commonly known as bulletproof plates. As you can see on my vest, I have 3 mag pouches carrying my G36 magazines. This vest actually came with 4 mag pouches, a standard pistol holster that has a magazine pouch, a utility pouch right here, which I now use for storing my battery and charger, and an admin pouch which you can fit a pistol magazine, a speed loader, a knife, identification, maps, and whatnot. So it came right up top. But as you can see, I only carry 3 mag pouches and nothing more on my vest. For the reason being, when I have more stuff on my vest, it gets caught up when I present my rifle. And also, I don't like the added weight on my person. So I only carry what I think is the essential kit. But definitely you can use the other stuff for different purposes. Like you can use the extra mag pouch to carry your phone or your wallet, your utility pouch for carrying some snacks and a small bottle of water, or maybe extra battery, extra small bottle of BBs. For the holster, you can carry your pistol on your vest, but as you can see, I have a dedicated holster for my pistol. And for your admin pouch, for those things that I mentioned earlier, your knife, speed loader, some identifications, and a map if your game type requires it. Let us now talk gloves. So I have here a pair of Mechanics Impact gloves. I like this pair of gloves particularly because it has the comfort and the security and support that I need when it comes to my hands. It has substantial paddings on the inside and outside of your hand. Also has some kind of patches. As you can see, your thumb, your index finger, and right over here at the bottom of your fingers. Also has some kind of rubber padding for your knuckles and fingers because it hurts like hell getting shot in that particular area, most importantly your knuckles. Okay, so I actually did some DIY work with my gloves wherein I put some kind of a button right there for added security so it doesn't come off. So you just clip it together. Let us now talk about my pistol holster, which I use for my WE P226. This holster is the Black Hawk Serpa CQC for the P226 model of pistols. But I had some fitment issue when I first got it because apparently the WE F226 or the P226 is thicker than most of the other P226 replicas. So I had some modifications done by my Airsoft technician using a Dremel to snip off some parts of the inside so I can fit my pistol no problem. What I like about this holster is it has this active retention in form of a button as opposed to your standard Phobos holsters where it has a passive retention that works mainly by friction that clips onto the trigger guard of your pistol. But for this, it has a clip which is nicely placed so that when you draw your pistol, your fingers stays off the trigger. When you buy this type of holster, it will actually come on this belt loop attachment pre-installed. In addition to the package, it will also come with this paddle attachment, wherein you can wear this inside your pants without the usage of a belt. But personally, I like using this holster with the paddle attachment because it is more stable, as it has more real estate that catches onto your hip compared to the belt attachment. And now that we are focusing onto it, my belt. So this is a 511 belt, tactical belt with the plastic buckle. Moving on to the apparel. For my shirt, this is just a generic combat shirt that I got for 450 Philippine peso. I like this shirt because it has this some kind of nylon texture on your sleeves that has pouches on both sides, and Velcro real estate, so you can attach your team patches or your preferred morale patches. Right up at the torso, I think this is the kind of material that is called the dry fit. So it uses two materials, the dry fit part, which absorbs sweat really fast, so you can stay cool and not having to worry about your sweat dripping onto your pants or everywhere. So it has a zipper right up the neck. The neck material is actually the same as the sleeves, and it goes through your shoulder up to the neck, to the neck sleeve, and your dry fit right up at the torso. This shirt also has a thin layer of foam for your elbows, and if you so choose to, it has this adjustable Velcro right up towards your hand. So depends on how you want to wear this shirt. Mostly I like having it down for more protection from getting hit, but when it is a sunny game and I like to feel the breeze on my arms to stay somehow cool, I just roll my sleeves up. For my pants, I have here a Crookspec tactical pants. It is very comfortable and flexible when you have to climb onto some windows. It also has tons of pockets, so this is the main pocket, and then it has some kind of a secret pocket inside. Also has the same on the other side. It has this small pocket for maybe storing your knife. Has a big pocket here for storing your discarded magazine if you're not using a dump pouch. Has another small pouch right up here. I don't know, maybe store a Kit Kat, stickers, cash. It has this area where you can put knee pads. So it is Velcro. You just open it right up at the bottom. You insert your knee pads, maybe some foam, and also 2 extra pockets right at the back. Let us now talk footwear. So guys, you definitely need to put some thought into your footwear, so to avoid injuries like sprained ankles and whatnot. What I have here is a pair of Sandugo Sierra. I have substantial support for my ankles, for my toes, because this front part, as opposed to the popular steel toe, this one has TPU, which is a kind of very durable plastic. I think it's a type of polymer plastic, something like that. So very light and very flexible. If you so happen to step on nails, it's not gonna go through your sole. This is advertised as waterproof. I also opted for mid-cut for added ankle support. You can also go for the high cuts, but personally I like the mid-cut more. Let us now talk slings. So for slings, you basically have 3 options. You have the single point, you have the 2-point slings, and the 3-point sling. So this is what the single point sling looks like. So single point, it only attaches to 1 point on your gun, which is normally towards the back of your gun. So one pro about this sling is you can easily transition from left to right. No frills, no problem. One con is when you let go of your rifle, it hangs not stable. So you might get hit somewhere you really don't want to. Next is the 2-point sling, which attaches to 2 points of your gun. One advantage of having a 2-point sling is when you let go of the gun, it's more stable as compared to your single point. And one good thing about this particular 2-point sling, which is the Magpul MS2, it has this pull tab where you can adjust the length. So you can see, it also allows for more stability when you are shooting, as the 2 ends pull the rifle to your body. Another pro of this particular 2-point sling, which is the Magpul MS2, is it has the capability of switching from 2-point into 1 point, or the single point. You just release the front part and attach it onto the D-ring right at the back and lock it. As you can see, now it is a single point. Now one con for running a 2-point sling is when you transition from your main shooting hand to your offhand. In my case, I am a right-hand shooter, so I normally shoot with my right hand, but when I have to transition, I have to swing my offhand, push my rifle out, and swing it to the left. Last but not the least, you have the 3-point sling, which at first glance looks like a standard 2-point sling, but actually has an inner loop which you use to sling the rifle onto your body. This is what makes it a 3-point. So you have the first point, the second point, and then the third point. Now this is the best of two worlds, being the single point and the 2-point sling, because it has this buckle up at the front, wherein if you're shooting right hand and you have to transition to your left hand, you just release the buckle and then it conveniently transitions to the left. Sometimes I run with the 3-point sling, sometimes with the 2-point, but mostly I use a single point sling. But when it comes down to it, it all boils down to your personal preference, which is Airsoft is all about. It is all about your personal preference when it comes to your gear, your loadout, your guns. And for me, apart from your iPro and your gun, which you obviously need to play Airsoft, you really don't have to spend all that much money at one go when you are trying to get into the sport of Airsoft for the first time. As you can see, I just have here a basic pair of chino pants, long sleeve, very thin shirt. I have my gloves, I have my vest, and most importantly, my face mask. If you are really tight on the budget, you can just ditch all the other items, like ditching your gloves, ditching your vest. As you can see here, you really don't have to spend all that much money on Airsoft gears at one go if you're just starting to get into the sport and being on your first game. As you can see, if you have extra magazines, just chuck them inside your pockets. Attachments, same as gear, you really don't have to spend on them just about yet. Maybe try on some of your friends or your teammates' gear. Try to figure out as you go along which one you like, how you like it, aesthetics, ergonomics, comfort, and functionality. But then again, never forget, never neglect your iPro, your face mask. Always be sure to spend enough money for a quality goggles or a face mask, because guys, Airsoft is fun, but it is not worth losing an eye. So with all that being said, this has been your boy Nave Evans. I hope to see you guys on the Airsoft battlefield really soon. But for now, stay safe, stay at home.